name is Frederic. I work at Craft AI, and I'm here to show you how we believe AI is the key to unlock the true potential of smart home. So what is Craft AI? We are a French startup. We are 1 year and a half old, and we build an AI as a service API that enables developers of services, of applications, of devices, to create stuff that will adapt to each individual user. So the idea is that thanks to machine learning, we are able to learn how each individual behave, interact with the service, so that we can make automation, personalized recommendation, or anomaly detection. And why are we here? Since a few months ago, we won a challenge organized by Samsung, RT Cloud, and Legrand. And since then, we have been working with the two companies to develop use cases that leverage this artificial intelligence in smart home. So let's talk a little bit about smart home. So the promise of smart home is that it will be wonderful, our life will be easier, everything will be wonderful. In practice, however, the current generation of smart home is quite limited. In fact, it's limited to 3 basic features. The first one being, let's have smartphones remote. So we build apps that are able to control objects remotely. It's a little nicer, the interfaces are pretty, but in the end, in terms of basic experience, it's the exact same thing than a plain old switch. The second feature that current generation of smart home have are dashboards. We have lots of sensors, we gather lots of information. Let's show that to the user in a really nice way, at least complex way, and it's up to the user to figure that out and to do something with this information. Because we reckon that users don't really like to go fetch information, we also push them information through notification. Most of the time these notifications are interesting, but they can also feel a little bit spammy, as they are often out of context and they don't provide always, at least, relevant information. In the end, the current generation of smart home experience is roughly the same than any regular home. The user reads information, retrieves information, and then decide what to do with that and can control his devices. The basic experience didn't change, but the price is much higher. So how do you unlock this? So the first step to unlock that is automation. So nowadays you can easily find lots of editors that enable end users to create rules that will animate the smart home or to create full scenarios, full scenes. Basically, the user now create programs that will automate the smart home. In practice, you have effectively turned the user into a software engineer. I am a software engineer, I like to program things, but I don't believe that every user will want to manually program their devices and, more importantly, update their program if they change their habits, if they add a device, etc. So then again, it's a step in the right direction, but we believe the model is a little bit flawed. And our vision at Craft AI is that we can unlock this issue through artificial intelligence. And how we do that is by observing what the user is doing with his devices, what behavior he has, what he does, and when he does that, to create a decision model of what the user is doing in his home, and gradually be able to take his place, to automate what he usually does automatically using artificial intelligence. Let's see how that goes into a use case. And just before, let's remind that this vision that we have of how AI can be used in smart home is really close to what Legrand is calling autonomous home, that is able to self-configure and adapt to the user.